So the performance monitoring for the groundwater samples, this was in March of 2017 right there, is building 99 right here. And these are the excavations that we did here, and then the injection points around these blue circles. So the groundwater results, as you can see from the results, the wells up gradient and down gradient. So up gradient over here and then down gradient down here. Those wells, the results were below the groundwater remedial goals. This verifies what I was trying to tell you earlier on, that we went in concentric circles. This proves that none of this contamination that we had inside these areas went out. Because these samples here are all below remedial goals. And these results also show that the plant future land use area is not affected. Everything is above that area. So these are not affected by contamination.
So your takeaway after the first round, so some things are in red. We still have some exceedances right after the first round. So you put in this iron compound, you put in these nutrients, and the nutrients now take time, more than the iron compound that's already worked, in pulling down the contaminant levels. But you've seen some great reduction in most areas. It's going to take some time in some other areas, as you would expect. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is just the first sample that we took.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you some of the dramatic results that we got in some of the other locations. For example, this one here, you can see in March 2016, we had dry cleaning fluid, 2,400 micrograms per liter. And then after the groundwater treatment, you can see how it came down right there. And then the same with TCE, the trichloroethane. 2016, it was 2,220, and then this was the result that we got in 2017. As dry cleaning fluid breaks down, we're going to get daughter products. One is dichloroethane, and then TCE and vinyl chloride.
Yeah.
And you would expect vinyl chloride to sometimes increase, and that's what we saw in a couple of areas. And then because dry cleaning fluids are breaking down, and they're breaking down completely because ethane and ethane, as I said earlier on, these gases we had actually measured through the lab, and they had increased quite a bit, which is a great sign actually that we're actually in that other plan, we're going through the whole process and we're ending up with ethane and ethane. Overall, the results are very promising for the first sampling run. It was first performed just 5 weeks ago, 5 weeks before we took the samples. So these are the soil gas results here for the first quarterly samples. As you can see from the results, the wells outside the remedial action, the wells out here, have been below the soil gas action levels. So the action levels are right here in this yellow box. And then the results verify that the planned future residential area is not impacted by any of the soil gas plume. So that's a really good sign right there, even in the first sampling event. The wells within the treatment areas, we still had exceedances. As you can see, there's one here. We had 21,000 micrograms right there. So this 21,000 here is still present at elevated concentration. Due to the remaining triclinic fluid contamination present in the groundwater. So basically you're going to have some vaporizing of that happening. But the groundwater is being treated. We're going to treat that, and once that goes down, once the treatment is fully happening, then we'll get these figures going down for sure. And we will see that in the next round. This one is location soil gas 38. See, in September of 2016, we had 300,000 micrograms per cubic meter right there. And then after the treatment, the soil gas has gone down to 650. And then the trichloroethane, we had 30,000 in 2016, and that's going down to 85 right there. That's a really marked change right there. And this was the worst well, actually, that there was worst soil gas. Conclusions and path forward. Groundwater treatment is working and as expected and as designed. There is evidence of full dechlorination to ethane and water. So water and ethane are being produced, which is really great sign, which means that the dry cleaning fluid is breaking down to non-toxic ethane. And we anticipate the contaminants to break down continuously because of the favorable groundwater conditions that we have. We measure temperature, pH, etc. And we anticipate continuous decreasing concentration in groundwater over time. And then for the soil gas, we have significant reductions in the soil gas contaminant, as I showed you earlier on. And as groundwater is cleaned up, we anticipate soil gas levels to decrease as well. And groundwater and soil gas will continue to monitor every 3 months. So next time is going to be in June, September, and then again in December. year of sampling data will be collected before any additional actions are considered in this project. Scheduled, the second quarterly sampling will be in June, and in late June we'll have the draft racker coming out. And then third quarterly sampling in September, and then finally the fourth sampling will be in December, which will sample all the wells. So that will be the annual sampling event.
Very good. All right, thank you, Mukesh.